Oh, it looks like a good day to do some priming. Warm temperatures out. All the windows frosted over. It's gonna be fine. Focus. Yeah.
Anyway, getting a late start to my morning. I was lazy this morning. Well, that and I had to edit a video for my wife on treats. Let's see what this was used for. Anyway, I need to go get some of that expensive primer if they're open. I don't know if they're open today. I hope they are open today. If they're not, I'm just going to be priming a couple pieces because I know I don't have a full can. I have a can. It's not a full can, and there's no way it's going to prime every piece I need to prime today. And I need to go get some 400 grit sandpaper, so I'm going to run to the hardware store real quick. Also, my Veloster hasn't been running like a month, so let's get it out.
Here we go!
Not gonna get all of our priming done today. This place isn't open on Saturdays. I thought it wasn't. I should have came yesterday. Just didn't get around to getting here, so we'll at least scuff everything. Maybe I'll get a coat on a couple pieces, but we're not gonna finish it today.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Which sucks. But, you know, I hate not getting something finished, but that's... You gotta do what you gotta do.
Check this shit out. It's an SRT4 Saturn Ion. Ha! The downforces.
And then you get to the hardware store, get all your stuff, and get up to the counter, and you realize you don't have your wallet. Against my better judgment, when I was in the hardware store, I went ahead and I picked up some Rust-Oleum Auto Primer, and it is wet sandable. Using metal or fiberglass, and it's brown. I wanted gray. They didn't have any. All they had was brown, which the car's brown, so should have good coverage anyway. But I'm gonna use that TranStar expensive primer on the front bumper. I'm hoping I have enough to finish the whole front bumper. Then the side skirts and the wing and the fender, probably I'm going to use this stuff. I hope Jerry's okay with that, but since I'm impatient and I want to have it done, I'm just going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to start by sanding some of the stuff on the car. Like I'm going to start on the bumper. I'll take the headlights out and the grill. I'm going to start on the bumper just because it'll be easier. You know, it's sturdy, it's on there. It's not going anywhere. And I'm going to do the fender, and then I'll probably remove the side skirts and the wing, and eventually I'm going to remove the bumper and the fender to paint it. But let's set up shop. I need to get some lights and my heater in there. Alright guys, let's step into the man cave. Pretty proud of this one. It is actually holding heat. It's actually pretty decently temperatured in here. So I got my little heater going here, which feels good. Got a fan clipped, a light clipped up there, and I got a work light here. It's actually pretty bright in here, you see. So when I go to paint, little primer. Oh, another thing I did to hold some of the heat in, I masking taped in the edges to hold that, you know, to seal it in here. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. I think I leave that running. It might warm up some in here. Probably not. Nothing's insulated. I don't know if they make insulated tarps. If they did, that'd be awesome. Because that's... If I had insulation in here, I think it would definitely hold the heat. Feels pretty good though. I'll give it that. What I'll do is whenever I prime something, I'll put the heater close to it, facing it. And it's just like radiant heat. Doesn't blow or nothing, so it's not going to blow dust up on it. So there's not really any air moving around in here. But we'll paint the stuff up and then we'll face that towards it, and that ought to help with the drying process. You ought to dry it a little quicker. But we need to get sand in before we do any of that. So I'm gonna turn my lights off. Oh.
Bye, have
night.
a great time.
Alright, so I'm sitting here looking at the Subaru and I'm like, I'm always rethinking things, and I looked at it and I'm like, there's some areas that are black and the side skirts are already black. It'll be a lot less painting. I left the side skirts black. The front bumper, the bottom part of it is black. Underneath the headlights has a black spot. I think I know what I'm going to do. I think I know. Alright, so after looking at it again, what we're going to do, obviously, the fender's going to be color matched. Side skirts, I need to clean up and see how bad they are. They don't look like they're bad. So we're going to take them off and clean them first to see where we're going with this. If they're nice and shiny and nice, I'm going to go ahead and mount them to the car. Actually, there's really no point in mounting them to the car when the fender's got to be painted. So, well, yeah, we got to take them off anyway. But, front bumper, the way it's made, has this spot that's black. Runs across here, and I don't know if that's, I think that's all one piece. Yeah, that's part of the bumper. But I kind of like that. And then on the bottom, you can see how we're black from this lip down. I think we're going to leave it black. Or paint it black, one of the two. I might have Jerry paint it black, so it looks nice. So it's like gloss black. Side skirts are going to be black. The wing, I think I'm going to have it painted black. That way it'll break it up some. We'll have, yeah, I might as well have them do that bottom black. Do it in gloss black. I have that being color matched, that color matched. If these are nice, keep them black, and we'll do the wing in black. That way it'll stick out a little bit. It won't be like unnoticed, but it'll match the side skirts and the top then. And then that's got to be color matched too. So, always rethinking myself. Hopefully it's a good idea, but I think it is. Real quick, I'm going to do a little masking on the door on the other side because I don't want to sand the door. I am eventually going to take the fender off, but for right now it's just easier for me to sand it on there because it's mounted sturdy and it's not going to be moving around on me. So I'm going to do it on the car. Before I start sanding, I'm going to take the other side skirt off too, and I'm going to clean them as best as I can because I want to see how they turn out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that off, clean her up. That'll determine what I'm doing. Alright, so these really aren't that bad looking when you clean them up. You only see the top side of it here. And I'm going to dry them off here. They got a couple marks, but it's not really that bad. So I think I'm going to go with that idea I was talking about. I'm not sure if I want to have Jerry touch these up too or not. Still kind of debating on that. I'm going to clean them up. I can mount the driver's side one up because it doesn't need to come back off. But I want to get some bigger self-tapping screws. They make some bigger ones and they have like a rubber washer built onto them, so it won't be like solid mounted. It'll be rubber mounted. You know what I mean? Like, and it seals those holes up too a little bit. So I think I have to run to the hardware store again. But go get those screws because they're better to use, and I have a couple of them, but I don't have enough to finish this job.
Our next door neighbor's dad came up here and looked at the Subaru. While he was looking at it, he said, well, look at that. That's the first tree I've ever seen with a nutsack on it.
Alright, so I went down to the hardware store and I got these ones. You see how it has the drill bit on it, and they also have a rubber washer and a steel washer on top. And this is what I'm going to mount the side skirts on with. These are going to go up from underneath to mount them on. They're bigger than the other ones I use, so they'll get a better grip and hold them on there so it doesn't get ripped off. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Alright, so the side skirt's on, the mud flap's on. I had to modify this mud flap because of it fitting around the side skirt. I had to trim it out a good bit, and I trimmed it out on this side too, so it'd fit around the side skirt. I mean, it's not perfect, but when it stuck out like real far out here, and it was catching the side skirt because these aren't made for side skirts. But I still wanted it on there because it's an all-wheel drive Subaru. You need mud flaps. It's mounted the whole way across the bottom, and then in the back there's this trim piece that I got off of the GT, and it just clips over the end of the rocker panel there, and it bolted underneath, but with the side skirt on there I didn't like how it was fitting, so I just trimmed the bottom edge of it off and ran a self tapper through here, and that holds it on there, protects that. That's got a rubber seal on it, so it's all sealed up. It's on there. I don't know what all I'm going to get done today. Wife wants to go out for pizza here, Pizza Hut, at like 5:30, and I still need to shave and shower.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
But I want to get some of this done, and I don't know that I'm going to get any of it done. But I need to hurry up, start sanding.
taking my time to tape all that, and I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, I want that painted black. Take the tape back off.
Well, my battery's almost dead on this camera. I don't have that much time. I'm gonna go ahead and take the bumper off. I didn't sand all I wanted to sand yet, but I need to finish the fender a little bit. Only thing I need to sand now is the bumper, fender, and the rear wing. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip them off real quick, and then I guess I'm gonna go get cleaned up. Shave my face so I don't look like a caveman. Alright, so now that I have the wing off, I need to seal up those holes real quick before I forget about it and it rains and water gets in there. So I'm going to go grab some tape real quick, tape those over, and then I need to figure out some sort of workbench or how I'm going to hang these parts inside my man cave. So let me look around first. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys what the paint booth setup is looking like. I just mocked it up so I could see if I was going to have plenty of room in there, and it actually looks pretty good. Got all the parts hanging up. Now they have to come down so I can sand them properly and make sure they're scuffed good before I paint them, which I plan on doing all this tomorrow because I have time to do it. And I want you to know I upgraded the heater. I am probably going to still use that, but I had this in the house and it actually warms it in here. It is warm. But got my lights, got my fender hanging. See, this thing works out great because they're pretty sturdy, so I can hang my parts off the top. But you can see the lights good. I can also turn my lights if I need to so I can see better. But after I get them all sanded up and ready to go, then, which that light I can move around pretty easily. This one I just have wedged in there. But I can move that around so I can see better. I should be able to get in every place. It's warm in here, surprisingly. It's like I could take my sweatshirt off. And I have that thing turned down to 70 and it goes up to 80. So that's going to be it for today. Probably refreshing. You don't have to watch a 50-minute video, which you didn't have to watch the last one. If you liked it, I guess you did watch it. But that's going to be it for today because I have other stuff going on. And if you like this, go check out some of my other videos. There'll be more tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have it edited before the end of the day and put out. And hopefully we get all these parts painted up. Well, primed up. Get them all primed up. Get them back on the vehicle. So then we can take it through Mexico to Jerry's house. So, that being said, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.